City again bringing the ball through midfield. Is my audio audible now? Do let me know through the comments below. I think there was some problem with the microphone there, and I did not realize it. Okay, I think there was some audio issues as well. So we are just trying out this new streaming software today. So yeah, De Bruyne looks frustrated over there. Fraser Foster, yeah, this Fraser Foster, and there's another keeper. I think it's from West Ham, Fabianski, and then there's the Crystal Palace keeper. These three people, they waste so much time. Look at it, right from the 20th minute is bloody wasting time. What a prat! How many prats have we got playing in this game? There is that Raheem Sterling idiot, and there is now Fraser Foster. Southampton get the ball back again through City's midfield. This is going to be very interesting. And Jonathan Moss is the referee. What a culmination of people whom you don't want, right? Fraser Foster, Jonathan Moss, and there is Raheem Sterling who is spoiling everything. Still can't get my head over that first attack. City went on an attack, Sterling stupid pass. All our players were forward, couldn't spring back, and goal. Mate, protect the ball. Coundinia says, until now your audio was as bad as Sterling's gameplay. No, mate. Even if I don't speak, my audio will be much better than Sterling's gameplay. This twat has, he has missed open goals in Champions League knockout games. You know that, right? Lyon versus Manchester City, and he misses an open goal. What an absolute idiot. He's played a few good games, that is fine, but I don't trust him now. Knockout games as well, because these are the small things you have to do better, in big games. Southampton giving City a taste of their own medicine. They're doing those small fouls, the dark cards and stuff there. City are up for it today. We are in for a very long night, guys. People who thought that Southampton will be easy will just roll over Southampton. Prepare yourself for a long, devilish night. Long night where you'll be frustrated. Oh, what a ball and what a collection! What a pass! And Southampton score again. And is he offside? This is interesting. Was he offside? Was he offside? I don't know. What a touch from bro. I think this will be very close. I don't think he's offside. I think it's someone in the middle. Who is he? Is he Laporte who's playing him on? I think it's Laporte who's playing him on actually. Actually, I think it's Laporte who's playing him on. The offside lines will be interesting. No, they're happy that it's offside, so it's fine, because the angle they show you on TV is not quite side on. So on the first instance, I thought that it was Laporte who's playing him on, but apparently not. But what a touch from Broha! What a touch! I should put him in my fantasy team. I'm having some shit strikers in my fantasy team. Cuco Fernandez of Watford. Shit, I think I should put Broha in my fantasy team. City are looking shaken here. They think this is important actually to just give you a wake up call. People tell me that, if City win the league so early, if City are so ahead so early, you know City are going to suffer the same fate as Pep's Bayern in the Champions League. Bayern used to finish the Bundesliga early, but what people don't know is the Premier League is very much different from the German league, the Italian league, Spanish league. Every weekend you face a competitive match, and the cup competitions are very competitive. So you will be sharp. You'll need to be sharp. So I think that is one problem which we will not have, complacent and stuff. Ah, this is just frustrating. Almost 1.5 to 2 months seeing your team, seeing City stroll on and on and on, taking lead in games early, suffocating the opponent, making the opponent lose the game in the tunnel and stuff. And it's so frustrating for me. There's no intensity. I don't know why. We've had a week's rest of Sterling, and the ref gives him a foul. Hasn't done a single thing correctly right now. Single thing. I honestly don't think that that was a foul, but that is Jonathan Moss you're dealing with. He doesn't think logically at all. He's another prat. It is interesting from Southampton. They're leaving numbers forward, so it's almost 3 on 3 when the ball breaks to Southampton in the midfield. There is one midfielder of Southampton who's staying up with the two strikers, so that is three. I think Pep needs to change his tactics a bit because City are absolutely struggling on the turnovers to get numbers back. Don't think we have seen a team play two strikers or something against City with a midfielder playing so high. That's another good ball, but it's gone out. Let us let us make some notes here. Actually, notes about Sterling. All right, maybe Sterling's an absolute brat. What is happening here? I think the caps lock. Yes. Oh, Joe Cancelo's shot. It was never dipping. And now I'll just even paste it to make sure it is. Yes. Fraser Foster, is taking a millennium to kick that ball. I think Kyle Walker should use all of his. Look at that, four people. It's almost becoming a 4 on 3 at the back for City. Oh, that would have been a penalty actually, but it was offside. Was it a pen? See, I mean, absolutely, he was miles offside, but absolutely. It's, it's almost becoming a 3v3, sometimes when 4v3 in favor of Southampton at the back. This is as desperate I've been watching City play in the last 3 months. So. Oh, what a ball! And Raheem Sterling's in all kinds of space here. I will remove that comment if Sterling does well here, but as usual, some people never change. Foden was inches on getting on to that. Fraser Foster, he's wiping the ball. He's throwing the ball. It's a corner for City. Oh, it was a deflection of Southampton player. I thought it went out for a goal kick. Great ball. Again. Who was it Sterling again who didn't attack that? Why didn't someone attack that? What a ball that was. Maybe he was offside. City are not able to gain control in the midfield, but that's not the point. The game is not being played in the midfield at all. It's being played out wide. It's almost like Southampton are playing the game from out to in. They're using their fullbacks as the main attacking outlets, and they're flooding the midfield with their players. So they're cutting off that pass, to Ruben Diaz. Bernardo Silva almost threading it through, and again look at that 3v3, 4v4 at the back, 3v3 at the back. It's again it's Walker versus I don't know who's playing. I think it's Shea Adams. Walker versus Shea Adams again 1v1. Ah, City get the ball back. Kevin De Bruyne, Raheem Sterling. It's almost a City counter on here. You can't expect counter attacks with Raheem Sterling out there. He's again lost the ball. What a twat! What an absolute idiot! One, two, three, four, five mistakes by Raheem Sterling in the first 30 minutes. I remember each one of them. Absolute shambolic performance from Raheem Sterling. Will be interesting to see how you guys react. We'll be reading our comments from Reddit in the break. The comments were absolutely on City in that Arsenal game. They absolutely bashed City after that first half in that Arsenal game. No, Grealish is having some issue there. I don't know what. Maybe Grealish wants to give a watch to Fraser Foster so that he knows how much time he's taking for kicking out each ball. I don't know what the discussion is about. I didn't even see a foul on Jack Grealish, or have I missed something? Ruben Diaz is asking something. Ruben, just get on with it, man. Don't waste time. It's a yellow card for Watt Prowse. Oh, he's stood on Grealish foot over there. He's actually stood on the foot. It's Romeo, I think, who stood on Grealish's foot. This should be at least be referred. No, but the referee thinks it's a yellow card. No, it's Badnarek actually. Kyle Walker, no outlet for City. 4-4-2. Southampton are defending in. That's the block which City defend in actually when we have not got the ball. So interesting tactics from Ralph Hasenhuttl. Kyle Walker switching play there. It's almost like I'm getting a feeling City are tied in knots, and you almost need a special from someone like a Phil Foden over there to unlock it, or a Kevin De Bruyne rocket. It's having that feeling. Phil Foden. Ball given away, but Kyle Walker start infield is playing almost as an inverted fullback now. Raheem Sterling, what a ball, and it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva back to Raheem Sterling. Raheem pass it to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker, Raheem Sterling again. Again, he's passed it to and City have the ball back again. It's Raheem Sterling. No, the ball's gone out, and City have a corner here. Bernardo Silva gets on with things. Cross whipped in. No, I don't want to see a lot of crosses whipped in from City. That is a sign that we are not in the right frame of mind. Raheem Sterling cuts inside. Oh, that was just inches. That was just inches from going in. Rash. You're so close to getting me remove that sticky note, which I've taped it for you. What a cut inside from Raheem Sterling. And also, it was on his weaker foot. It was on his left foot that he struck it. That was, it was just inches. It went over that. Fantastic play from Raheem Sterling. Excellent. Kevin De Bruyne with the ball. City again passing it through. Apart from that goal, I mean, I would not say City have been the better team. Southampton have been the better team. I mean, you can't judge a team just based on possession. That is very wrong. Southampton have executed their tactics immaculately. They've been excellent. Kevin De Bruyne, one touch passing De Bruyne at his absolute best. You need to have better players as well to receive those kind of passes. And Ederson with a long kick forward, and Fraser Foster. He is picking up the ball. I can yawn and have a nap and come back, and still Fraser Foster will just be about to kick the ball. How much he wastes time. Rodri, Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz back to Rodri. Rodri just switch it. You haven't switched it at all in this game, and Rodri's given a. From when has Rodri started giving balls away? The other day I just written an article about, can the City team can now be compared to just Pep's Barcelona on my blog. You can see my blog mancityunplugged.com. There's a link below listed there, so you can go and visit the blog. So I've written a blog that can the City team be compared to Pep's Barcelona, and I think the one thing is, yes, trophies and all, but one thing is, Pep's Barcelona never gave the ball away even in tough pressing circumstances. Oh, that was so close, and I don't know who messed it up there. Look at that. Southampton are leaving 2v2 at the back. They're leaving both the strikers against Laporte and Diaz, which means that Laporte and Diaz are not able to come forward. They're not able to push that bit higher, which means Rodri is caught in no man's land. Should he push higher, or should he stay close to the centre backs? Sir Rahim, open goal! You idiot! What a brat! That was an open goal, man! That was an open goal, Rash! Open goal! How can you miss those? What an idiot! That was an. I mean, how can you miss that? What the what the hell? I don't even have words now. That is absolute deflation. Let us see in the replay. Open goal from Raheem Sterling. What the hell, Raheem? What the hell? Camdenia says asked Sterling to F off. I mean, what the hell? This is the first time I've used some swear words on this channel, and my viewers are using swear words, and this is why. Just get lost, Sterling. Get lost. It's almost Sterling 2 and City nil. It's due to Sterling that Southampton scored the first goal. It's due to Sterling we don't score a goal. Shambles, man, shambles. He had so much time, literally. When he was taking that kick to score the open goal, it looked as if which way to place. There was so much time. There was so much time. It was almost like time stood still. Fraser Foster was committed to that side. How bad Sterling's strike was, I'll tell you. Fraser Foster was committed to that side, to his right hand side. He then had the time to adjust his body balance, come back into the center of the goal, and then go to the left hand side. That's how bad it was. What an absolute idiot. What if this was a game against Bayern Munich in the Champions League semi-final? We lost an FA Cup semi-final 2 years ago against Arsenal due to Sterling not finishing off his chances. Dumped out, dumped out by Lyon in the Champions League. Against Spurs in one of that epic quarter-final matches, Sterling misses easy chances. What a truant! I think Sterling performs for 1 month well, and then all of that he has done in a month. I think in one game he just puts all of it off. Sterling again on the outside, Kyle Walker across in, and that was a weak shot. Camden says Sterling is wearing a Southampton jersey at his heart tonight. He isn't playing for City. I don't think. I don't even know what to say. I think Sterling plays well if he plays with the opposition. If he, than for his, I mean, if he plays with the opposition than for his real team. Just loan Raheem Sterling to Chelsea or someone, to Liverpool actually. Actually, I think by getting Sterling from Liverpool, we have strengthened Liverpool and we have weakened ourselves. You look at it. If Sterling would not have come to City, Liverpool would never have bought Sadio Mane or Mo Salah. They would not have bought one out of those two, right? Which meant that Liverpool would be significantly weaker. So look at it again. It's due to Sterling that we did not win a Premier League title. That 2021 or something when Liverpool won. If either Mane or Salah would not have been there, Liverpool would not have won the title. If Sterling would not have come to City, Liverpool would never have bought him. So it's due to Sterling we have a Premier League title less now. You can just go on and on about the repercussions that Raheem Sterling spot. Joe Cancelo, it's 43 minutes. It's almost nearing half time now. The Reddit comments will be, I think they'll absolutely be going in on Raheem Sterling. Do stay with me at the break. We'll go through each one of them. Rodri, Kyle Walker on the outside, and what a ball from Walker! What a ball! I mean, Cancelo played a similar ball, and Sterling missed a tap in, so you can't do anything there. But what a ball from Walker! That was pinpoint. Maybe just needed a bit more whip to get inside. I don't know. What a chance for Sterling. Still can't believe it. It's been a one man show today, and it's been a one man shit show for City. Strong running, great running by Jack Grealish, Kyle Walker. Great pullback from Walker, and it's again that Pratt. Raheem Sterling. What an absolute dumb idiot. What an absolute dumb donkey. What a ball! What a ball! Kyle Walker. Had to cut inside, but Salisu says it's a goal kick, and I think it will be a goal kick. But what a ball again from Kevin De Bruyne. Kyle Walker. Look at that Raheem Sterling. So obvious, man. Salisu knows you'll go on your right foot. Do something new. Either you cut inside and try to hit it over the bar, or you try to dribble. What an absolute idiot. Fifth mistake. But I'm really impressed with what Southampton have done tactically. They've left two strikers up front, and which meant that Rodri is almost caught in a no man's land, and the defense and the space between the defense and Rodri, and there's a lack of interconnection between our defense and Rodri and attack. That connection is not there. Ralph Hasenhuttl has broken it. It's almost like he's hit a blow on our heartbeat. That's what you do when you block off Pep Guardiola's CDM. You almost stop the engine from revving. It's again Raheem Sterling on the outside. Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Kyle Walker, Joao Cancelo coming into the box, and I think that should be that. It's half time. There's one thing we'll note down as well. I think tactically Pep has been outdone in this half, but let us look at the Reddit comments now. That is the most interesting part. So let us go for it. These comments can be very ruthless, so just be prepared for some obnoxious language coming your way. Let us just switch off the sticky notes for a bit, and let us just hide everything, and we'll go into the comments. Just want the comments and me with the yes. This is what we want. Yes, on we go. I think there's some problem, but yeah, we'll just get it back. Yes. Yes, so be ready now. The Dracup 2099 says the Sterling scapegoating has resumed. That's fine. We have been dire offensively for weeks, and now defensively shaky as well. Look at that. Now you can see that the real things come out. You know, when you're losing, when you're down, that's when the real things come out. Bring on Gundo. I don't think Gundogan is Metaman says bring on Gundo. So I don't think Gundogan is necessarily the solution here because both your centre backs are getting isolated. I mean, teams have done that to us in the past. But what would happen is Bernardo Silva teams would man mark Rodri, and then Bernardo Silva would drop back and take balls from the centre backs and stuff. But here, what Southampton are doing differently is that the pressing Laporte and Diaz both very high. So either you need someone who's very confident on the ball as centre back to break that. Once you break Southampton's first line of press, that you'll just tear them to shreds. I think that's why I thought probably John Stones will start this match because against teams that sit deep, teams that almost part of us, John Stones can break that deep line. So I think bringing on Stones would be crucial here. Sir Anthony says, "Sit down. Nobody talks. Sit down." Just another match where we control everything, but we can't finish. Let's at least get 1 point. No, man. Why do you want to just get a point and stuff? Why do you want to just get a point? We are champions. The Batman O10 says Sterling is so frustrating sometimes that I just want to kill myself. See, finishing. That's what I've been talking about, but no one just seemed to absolutely care. I was talking about this to the whole last month. Yes, we have been scoring goals, but where is the finisher? Where is the finisher? We need someone who can finish, and no one agreed. We honestly, let me tell you, we scraped through that Chelsea game. Why? How? Kevin De Bruyne won the strike. We scraped through that Arsenal game. How? We got lucky there, Rodri and stuff. We scraped through the Brentford game. I mean, Brentford were almost equal to us. We were a little bit better, but it was Kevin De Bruyne, a wonder ball, and a Phil Foden wonder finish. So there you see 3 games. So even if you think we dropped 6 points out of those 3 games, the title race is bang on. What is our lead over Liverpool if they win the game in hand? 8. 6. We drop 6 points and it's 2 points. That's it. If we drop points in this match, we just open the door again to the title race. So we cannot afford to drop points at all today. We lose this and the gap's effectively down to 5 points. Exactly, Roddy Sainz says. It's effectively down to 5 points, and then Liverpool have to play us. So it's effectively just 2 points. Whoa. And we still have to play Spurs. We still have to play. I mean, there are a lot of tough games there. So it's battle is not over. We need to go on and put in a very good display in this half. FORS 99 says, I don't think we need to change it up because we started controlling the game and we're creating chances. There's a drop in momentum, then we should consider changing it up. Now, I think we need to change it up in terms of, us defending more securely. Both of your fullbacks are literally in the attacking third. They're showing the replay of the Sterling miss there. How can you miss that, man? How can you miss that? Everyone's just hoping for the net to ripple. And Fraser Foster has almost fallen by the way. Sterling could have just stepped on it, controlled it with his feet, and then how many times Sterling is given the ball away? Look at it. Can't watch. Are we playing bad? We are playing absolutely worse, mate. Especially not we. He is playing absolutely shit. He is Raheem Sterling. Coach Spider says exhibit A for why we need a striker. Sterling's finishing have been awful. But at least he's been getting into positions where he's able to threaten a shot. I can't say that for our other forwards. Get a proper finisher in those positions, and we would be, mate. We would be 2-0 up. Sorry, 2-1 up or 3-1 up if we had a proper finisher like a Haaland or even a Patrick Schick or even a Vlahovic. Willis needs to wake up. The ball is arriving at his feet constantly before he even knows what he's supposed to do with it. Exactly. Grealish has also been obscure from the game. If you're blaming Sterling, I think more than half of that blame should actually go to Grealish. At least Sterling's been getting into good positions, but Grealish is not even been doing that. Grealish has almost been obscure. The goal will come the last 20 minutes with solid. I don't know what he means. Obi Lucas, not sure if it's going to come out of the right side or the left. They have one chance which they made the best of and scored. Yes, they utilized it, but they have looked the more threatening offensive side. That's my thing. Wilden out 2-3-3 says we need to create more opportunities on the left in the second half. It's right there for the taking. The problem is on the left we have got another Pratt. Both our wingers are. Grealish has not even got into those positions. Sterling has at least got, so I'll give him that bit of credit that Sterling has got into good positions. Willis has not even done that. So keep going, goals will come. Captain Courageous 316 says, but for who? I don't know what he meant. Imagine we renew the contract and increase salary for Sterling. It will be self destruction. It will kill the future of the club. Exactly. There were rumors once that Sterling will go to Real Madrid. I was having a laugh thinking there is Vinicius Jr. on one side and Raheem Sterling on the other side. Benzema will absolutely go into go underground because both of them can't kick the ball well, can't even score. Seems Ayub 16 says seems this thread is split between Grealish. Maybe 60-40. I thought he looked better as the half went on. He didn't get into those positions, mate. Willis, I saw him maybe make one or two meaningful forward passes in the entire game, and we have been supplying him constantly with the ball. It's just that maybe he's afraid that in this City team, if you go for the goal, you have to score it. If you try to dribble and you don't, you look an absolute pride. But take some confidence from Sterling and Grealish. You're not going to go do worse than him. Just try something. Try something. That is one thing where I give Sterling credit. He tries, despite looking like an absolute idiot. He tries, and that is very, very important. Fatal Attraction says Pep will probably bring his on 80 his on 85 or something. This game stinks. of a 2-0 loss like Palace. Absolutely, man, absolutely. That 2-0 loss against Palace, don't remind me of those Palace goals. And it's just the same thing that happened, right? Laporte made a mistake and Zaha scored, and then Laporte got sent off. And then at the end, Gallagher scored for Crystal Palace. I think this game sounds exactly like that. And in that, the similarities, I'll tell you, in that Palace game we were not able to get through the midfield of Palace. Here we are not able to get through the midfield of Southampton, but here it's looking more ominous for me. Southampton are attacking more than what Palace did. Palace were playing for 1-1 then. Now Southampton are playing for a 2-0 demolition. 2-0 demolition of Manchester City. Just imagine that. Even in my dreams I can't imagine that. Things need to change. Captain Courageous 316 says, and I'm sure they will. Yeah, in the 80th minute. Grealish is great when he's playing more central, gets to drop deeper and pick up the ball. I think exactly, and Foden is great when he's playing on the left. Foden is great literally everywhere. You play him at centre back, and he's absolutely great. But then that this thing about Grealish is absolutely spot on. You know, when he plays central exactly, and out wide, forwards are scared with the pace. I mean, defenders are scared with the pace of Phil Foden. People might not think he's as pacey, but his acceleration is just like a Ferrari and Lamborghini combined. His acceleration is fantastic. So I think Grealish plays in a central role and Foden on the left, or you take Grealish out and bring in Gundogan. First half thoughts. Credit to Southampton. They got a good goal and defended very well. Salisu has been everywhere. We haven't been decent. I think just lacking composure in front of goal. Yet another Sterling missing a sitter. He had to score that. I think every season, there's an annual board meeting for City where the chairman gives a speech. It's the same way. I think every season Sterling has to announce himself that I am this useless. This is the sense of idiocracy in me. I do miss open goals, even though I have got the Premier League Player of the Month for December. He was the Premier League Player of the Month for December and is the Premier League Shit of the Month for January. You go from here to there. That is Raheem Sterling. Most of Southampton defending has been last ditch. So if you pressure even more in the second half, they will tire out, and we should uh, get back into the game. Harbalist 323 says, "Sit down. Nobody talks. Sit down. Drink water." So the second half has started, and the ball's in City's half, and quite a lot of interesting thoughts. The group. I didn't even think about Jack Grealish. The group was actually split on Jack Grealish. So Southampton will try to slow the game down in this half. Okay, guys, let's take it 10 minutes by 10 minutes. We'll see till the 56th minute, and then we'll discuss about what needs to change. It was almost a good header for a Southampton player. I just missed it, but it's another corner. No, the ball's forward, and it's Jack Grealish who's running, and Jack Grealish is playing on the left like he did in the first half. Grealish one on one. Grealish one on one. Foden. Somehow have a shot. Joao Cancelo, but Grealish one on one. He really should have done much better there. These are the situations why we bought him. Rodri almost robbed off the ball as well. almost Busquets like, but Busquets never even allows the defender to get that close. So that's probably the level which Rodri has to reach. Oh, Fraser Foster makes a save. It was a scuffed attempt by Rodri, but at least City have got an attempt to register in this half. Fraser Foster got there first. I think he's used his reach very well, and City have another corner. City have taken it intelligently there, and he just gotten before Laporte over there, just over the head of Laporte. De Bruyne, Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, De Bruyne. Kyle Walker, City's winning run on stake here. If we lose this, Liverpool will effectively just be 5 points of us, and which means just 2 points of us since they have to play us as well. So will be an interesting dynamic. So we just can't afford to lose this game. Could turn out be a shit weekend for us. So we just need to concentrate. Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden in space. It's actually Jack Grealish in space, and Foden's now playing on the left. Grealish centrally. That's what the majority of people said on the Reddit group chat as well. So Southampton have numbers forward, but this is interesting. Southampton are not committing as many numbers forward as they did in the first half. Otherwise, this should have been a 3v2 at the back there. Kevin De Bruyne there running with the ball. Kevin De Bruyne. Phil Foden. What a ball from Phil Foden. It's intercepted there by Badnarek. Some of the facts of this game are corners useless for us. You have Bednarik there, Fraser Foster keep, so you can't get anything out of them. Crosses are useless because Badnarek and all will defend it all day long. So I think the opportunity for us is just by keeping the ball on the ground and playing it. I think that is our route back into the game. I don't know why we are putting in so many crosses. Another floated ball. Fraser Foster collects it. I'm bloody afraid when City do this, putting so many crosses. So many crosses, you know. That's not our style of play. I mean, how do you think that even a Laporte, who's pretty much one of the tallest members in the team, how can he win a battle over almost 6'5", 6'6"? Batnarek, that's impossible. 5 minutes have just sped by. When you're on the losing side, time is your biggest enemy. All are your biggest enemies. All of your good work you have done in the last 1-2 months will come unstuck. At least in the memory of your opponents, fans, and stuff. So great ball, excellent ball. Jack Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne almost onto it. That De Bruyne had picked that in that position. It was almost set up perfectly for him to shoot. Again, last ditch defending, as someone pointed out there in the comments we read in halftime. Last ditch defending by Southampton, but they've done it well over a period of a half and 5 minutes. Rodri gets the ball back. I think this was a perfect game for someone like a Fernandinho, actually. The physical battle with Romeu, he would have dealt with Salisu well, all of those players, I think. Ralph as a neutral. There are Peps. strangely, not changed anything. I thought that he'll probably put Foden on the left and bring Willis into the center. That's that's not what's been happening. So Phil Foden, he's playing on the left, like we all wanted. Willis in the middle now. Phil Foden off the left. This will be absolute control now. Phil Foden just dribbles through five players in the Southampton team. That is what this guy can do. Foden, Raheem Sterling, just get Sterling off, man. Again, we just need to be more creative, more inventive in that final third. Everything we're doing well, and in that final third, it's just that the things are not just coming off for us. Oh, it's broken. It's 4v3 at the back. Southampton breaking this. Kyle Walker, Kyle. Who? Oh, what excellent challenge from Edison there. It was actually Joe Cancelo was running back. I mean, this because that's what I was thinking. Who is that faster than Kyle Walker? It can't be. It was Laporte who's running back. So excellent last ditch tackle. Wonderful defending by Laporte and Edison to just come out. It's another corner. Corners terrify me. Look at the height difference between Southampton and us. Corners absolutely terrify me. It's another chance. Two Southampton had two corners in this half, and both should have been goals. Literally, I mean, you can't blame anyone here. They have the height advantage, and this could be a template for how to play against City. Actually, I don't know how Ralph Hasenhuttl comes out with these tactics. You get beaten 8-9 nil against Leicester, and then you come to City and you snatch a point against us in the first leg, and right now you're defeating us. That shows the strength of depth in this league, the teams. De Bruyne, wonderfully done well to retain the ball. Excellent from De Bruyne. He's been the spark in the City team until now. Raheem Sterling with the ball again. Laporte. Joao Cancelo. Kevin De Bruyne. Cancelo on the inside, interestingly. De Bruyne on the outside. Rodri. Kevin De Bruyne. We get a. I mean, they're trying to play one touch football and they release Raheem Sterling into a scoring position when he hasn't scored an open goal. Come on, guys. De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne. What a ball from De Bruyne. Unfortunately, it's like the Southampton defenders are set up for that ball. City get a throw in. We need to make a change. I think it is in situations like this, you really wish you had someone like a Mahrez. His goal scoring instance is something else. Kevin De Bruyne. Aymeric Laporte does not have a passing lane at all. I think switch of play. Switch of play is going to be really important here. Just switch the play well. Switch the play. all of Southampton's players are on this side. Switch the play and get your attack rolling. Switch the play. I think switch the play. Switching the play is absolutely crucial. What a ball that was from Phil Foden, but defended well by Southampton. It's Kyle Walker with space now. City are almost like tied in knots here. Wonderful save by Foster and a great shot by Foden there. I don't know how he controlled it, plucked it out of mid-air and hit the volley on the first touch, but good save by Fraser Foster. City concede the second, the game's over, I think. It's impossible for us to try and score a second. Well snatched by City there. And we just need to quicken the passing. We're too slow and predictable. We're so slow that Southampton backline is having time to shift across when we are switching the play. You can't give your opponents that much time. Rodri. Oh, we lose the ball again. My God. Southampton come again. It's almost frustrating there. They're just trying to keep the ball and it's just 57 minutes. Can't imagine what will happen in the 80th minute. It's almost a it was almost a 3v2 attack for City, but Jack Grealish was fouled there and the attack was broken down. Southampton are on the break now, and it's Kyle Walker Peters, the goal scorer, who's running an excellent defending by Cancelo. Wonderful, clean tackle. Wonderful tackle by Cancelo. Phil Foden, Joao Cancelo, Rodri. Ah, that was well saved by Fraser Foster. It's an other great shot by Rodri. Wonderful. I think Rodri looks like the player with the most clinical attacking instinct. Gabriel Jesus has come on. That's the change. I think it's Raheem Sterling who's gone off. Yes, Sterling's gone off and Gabby has come on. Pathetic day for Raheem Sterling. His December Player of the Year for the Premier League and his January Shit of the Year. I do think John Stones is a good fit in this game. A, he has more pace. B, he can dribble in those congested situations better than someone like Laporte. So no, Diaz I think has to play. Diaz has to play in this match. For people telling that maybe Laporte and Stones would have been better. Southampton are a physical side. You needed Diaz, but I always thought Stones was better than Laporte for these kind of games. Just to break the lines, have the courage to dribble and stuff like that. Laporte with the ball. Wonderful run by Gabriel Jesus. What a run! What a run that was! He was definitely not offside. What a run! The ball was just not out of just out of reach. Ah, Gabby, he tried his best. He stretched his last ligament, last muscle. It was just this much. That's what even he was pointing out there. County says, "Oh, Rodri was close, and finally, nasty Sterling's of 24 to 19." Yeah, what just happened there? I don't know what just happened there. But We have been facing a lot of technical issues today. I don't know. Yes, we're right back now. Very glad that Sterling's off, but we just need that one more chance. I can imagine how much deflated we would have been. Sterling missing that open goal. Come on, Gabby. But then again, Gabriel Jesus is not much better off Sterling when it comes to missing open goals. Gabriel Jesus has a close comparable record of Raheem Sterling to missing open goals. So Gabriel Jesus missed a sitter in a Champions League quarter final against Lyon. But with Gabriel Jesus, he finishes very tough goals. Goals you would think even Ronaldo could not have scored, Messi could not have scored. Easy tap ins he doesn't do. It's a free kick for City. Free kicks are no good. It's already the 64th minute, so a De Bruyne special. Are we in here for a De Bruyne special? Let us see. Kevin De Bruyne. He's looking focused. I can see that. Concentration in his eyes, and it's a De Bruyne special. They're claiming for offside, but it's Aymeric Laporte who pushes it in. That's what Laporte's doing. Wah! It's Aymeric Laporte. Again, the celebration was so good from Aymeric Laporte. Was he offside? No, Laporte wasn't offside. Laporte was not offside. Laporte was not the man who was offside over there. Laporte was not the man who was offside. Laporte was not the man who was offside. It was definitely Laporte who's not offside. So, yes, that's how it is. Yes. Just you can just see the emotion in Pep Guardiola hugging his backroom staff and all. Wonderful, wonderful, fantastic. You could just see that laser sharp focus in De Bruyne's eyes. The fans are singing, and come on, come on. In this momentum, let us try to get us again. Look at the acceleration. Look at the acceleration over there. Wow. That was just over Gabriel Jesus. But look at the acceleration of Phil Foden over there. That was fantastic. The defenders couldn't believe it that he accelerated so much. I couldn't believe it. Wow, the acceleration from a standing still position. How can someone accelerate in that way? This is fantastic. All of the City players are pumped up right now. The crowd is pumped up, as you can see on the visuals. This will be an absolute bitter vegetable in the mouth of all of our opponents who have thought that maybe City are dropping points here. We may still drop, but we have at least made a comeback into the game, and it's Kevin De Bruyne. He somehow digs the ball out, and I thought it was a foul. I thought it was a foul. Ref. I thought it was a foul. The crowd were so pumped up. It was incredibly inspiring. It was the feeling was something else. Just after the goal, just pointing out to the crowd, the away support, fantastic. Phil Foden chasing it. Jack Grealish actually chasing it. It's Joao Cancelo. What a ball there! What a ball! What a ball! Southampton are now scruffing it every last inch. Ruben Diaz. Cancelo, Foden just holding the width. Joao Cancelo collects it. Aymeric Laporte. Laporte now coming forward. This has never happened in the first half. Both Laporte and Diaz were pinned off, but now Laporte progressing. It's coming City's defensive line has suddenly set up shop in Southampton's half, and they've thrown the keys away. You're not going to open this shop and let you win. It's a corner. Joao Cancelo doing good work. It's a corner. Salisu's down. Oh, that ball, that shot from Foden, it hit Salisu. Otherwise, that was going in. That was absolutely going in. City having the ball back. Gabriel Jesus with the ball. Kevin De Bruyne, he wants to have a pop from long range. Oh, what a save from Foster. That was going in. That was the Kevin De Bruyne special. Written all over it. That should have gone in, man. That was a Kevin De Bruyne special there. Look at the strike from De Bruyne. Oh, that actually hit the post. It hit the it hit the upright. It hit the post. Foster was completely beaten. That was a Kevin De Bruyne bump. That was a blast from Kevin De Bruyne. There's no saving that. Even if you had three phaser Fosters, even in your dreams, you're never saving that. What a shot from De Bruyne. I don't know who's that player, Loon Cow or something, who's coming for Southampton. Never even heard of him. Since we have got the goal, Southampton have not got a sniff of the ball at all. Come on, guys, we have 20 more minutes. Bernardo Silva, Laporte, Aymeric Laporte, Rodri. He's been great in this half. As we were saying, if you stop the CDM of a Pep's team, you stopped the heartbeat of that team. So I think the resurgence of Rodri is responsible for the resurgence of entire team. Kevin De Bruyne with the ball, he's a magician there. Cancelo goes on and retrieves it. Joao just dribble pass. It's again last ditch from Southampton. It's last ditch defending again. Rodri, Laporte, Foden, Cancelo. He thought Foden would arrive, but even a Superman would not have come with that speed. It's a throw in for City, or is it? But look at that. Gabriel Jesus got his head to it. Oh, it hit the post again. Two posts in the space of a minute. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Just stay patient. It's coming. Second goal's coming. Just be patient. Just be patient. Two times with the bar. We have been hundredfold better in this half. Hundredfold, thousandfold better. That's wonderful pressing. Excellent pressing from Grealish. It's a foul for Southampton, but that's not a foul actually. The ref is a twat, like I said. Just don't bother about it. Now Southampton are tiring out. It's 72 minutes in Southampton are literally tiring out. The legs are starting to go. At 1-0, your legs don't go because that hope that you can get all the 3 points. But at 1-1, seeing City strike the post twice, the doubt starts to creep in, and it's difficult to maintain that level of concentration over there. City are pressing higher and better and forcing mistakes. This is the City we wanted to see even in the first half, that to a best. I just would like to see one more change. Maybe bring on a James McAtee or someone like that just to mix it up. A young lad who wants to prove himself, who is fearless. I think Cole Palmer would have been perfect to introduce in the 80th minute or something because his instincts in front of goal are excellent. The same thing with McAtee as well. So, be interesting to see what Pep does. Does he take that risk or not? Gabriel Jesus with the ball. He's retrieved the ball and it's gone out of play again. Since Gabriel Jesus has come out, I think it's the player's just been energized. Look at that. City have made three times more passes than Southampton. So I think for Southampton, it's just seen the game out. I think they'll be happy with the point at this stage. This could have been a Crystal Palace. Just spread the play, spread the play. Fantastic, fantastic. Joao Cancelo on the ball. Rodri picking up the bits, picking up the pieces. Wonderful work by Rodri and Gabriel Jesus. Now he's retained the ball as well. I think so. I think so. No, but City get the ball back. Wonderful traps. Excellent. This is what we have been missing. We have been playing according to Southampton's game plan in the first half, but in this half we have laid traps. We have let Southampton come to us and then hit them. That is what champion teams do. Dictate the play, control the tempo. Was it a penalty? I don't know. Is it worth a look? Yes. By VAR, I think. Southampton are on the attack here. It's almost a 2v2. But the beast is on. The beast is on. It's Kyle Walker who was there to stop the defender. It's almost like he teased the Southampton attacker there. He told him, "You run." So the Southampton attacker had a head start on Walker. Then Walker just began walking. He didn't even run and he caught up with him. Someone was joking the other day. Who gave him the name Walker? People will be confused. He should have been Runner. How do you confuse people with the name Walker and you run at such high sprint speeds? Joao Cancelo, what a ball! And De Bruyne still wants that penalty to be checked, but let us see what the VAR. Let us see the replay over there. Was there enough to give it? Let's see from another angle because it's a blatant trip. It's a blatant trip. It's a blatant trip, and I also think it's inside the box. It's a blatant trip, and also it's inside the box. I think that's a penalty for me, guys. That's a penalty for me. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, guys. I think that's a penalty for me. That's a penalty for me, guys. That was a blatant trip. He stuck his leg out over there. He stuck his leg out. That's a blatant trip for me. Look at that. He stuck his leg out. There's enough in that to overturn the decision by the referee. There's enough in that. I think that's a penalty. For me, that's a penalty. It's a blatant prep. It's a blatant prep on Kevin De Bruyne, and it was inside the box. I'm confident of that. This referee doesn't give it. I mean, that's a blatant prep. I don't know what VAR are checking. Look at that. The leg comes out. That's a blatant prep. There's contact with the feet of Kevin De Bruyne. That's a blatant prep, guys. That is a penalty for me, and it's well inside the box. Oh, foul outside the penalty area. But it was a foul. How was it outside the penalty area? What the hell? So that was a foul, and the referee didn't give a free kick. I don't know what these rules are, but I thought it was inside the penalty area. That's a high foot. It's not dangerous, but I thought that was inside the penalty area, man. For me, I think it's in yellow, but whatever I'm telling today, the reverse is happening. So let's see. I think that's a yellow card for me. He didn't go in with full force into the challenge. So Laporte made a bit more of it than it seemed. That's a yellow. I think yeah, that's a yellow. It's yellow because there was no force in that challenge. If there was force, that was a sure red. Two weird decisions not going in our favor. Grealish quick onto it. Grealish has been much better playing in that false nine role. Foden onto his left. Joao, overlap. Give Foden. Ah, Gabriel Jesus was coming onto it with pace, but I think the defender got a touch of it. But again, that was fantastic ball. I think the defender got ahead of it and got a touch, or maybe no one has got a touch on that. The last 10 minutes. City just need to quicken up. We need to increase the pace of our passing. Laporte, Foden, Grealish. I mean, times not in our favor here. Foden, what a ball! What a ball! Foden's in. Oh, I thought Foden would have just gone inside, with the ball. He should have just dribbled and gone inside because that was such a good ball there and such a good run by Foden. 1v1, Foden should have taken the defender in. I don't know why he tried to shoot at such an early stage. Don't know at all. Press faster, press faster. The ball's not. Oh, okay, the ball's gone in his area. Now we'll hold it. He'll rub it, score another goal, and then watch Fraser Foster wasting time. What an absolute. I get irritated by goalkeepers who waste so much time right from the 20th minute. Southampton are now just playing the ball backwards. They're obviously happy with the point. Liverpool would be happy with the point if they play against City. Such is the standard of us. So there's nothing wrong about Southampton being content with the point, but we can't be content with the point. We need to be more clinical. Southampton nicked the ball. The last thing we would want is to concede a goal in the last minutes. That would be so disappointing. That would make this weekend so bloody bad for us, for all our fans. And do we get a foul? No, we don't get a foul. Players down for so long. Still, the bloody referee hasn't managed to even address it. Always got up. And Southampton are on the attack here. It's the 85th minute. Southampton are seeing the ball. This is crazy. This is hope for everyone who's been crying that City have made the title race dull, no entertainment and stuff, and all of those things. Southampton are in there. We need to be very careful. Addressing, no, that would seem like a straightforward stop, but under pressure, you've seen keepers spill the ball out so many times. So kudos to Edison for keeping his. So one of our last attacks coming here. I mean, 5 minutes, so there'll be time wasting and stuff. So we need to hurry. Joa Cancelo, dribble past him. Joa, dribble past him. Bernardo Silva, where is Kyle? Where is Kyle? I think Kyle Walker is the most important piece in this jigsaw of defending the counter attack. City get the throw. City get the throw. I think this game pretty much had a 1-0 for City written all over it, or a 2-1 if that idiot Sterling had not missed that open goal. So Phil Foden 1-1, 1-1, Foden, 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 go. Jack Grealish. What a ball there to Kyle Walker and Bernardo Silva retrieving it. The ball's gone out for a City corner and Jack Grealish hurrying. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. The time's not on our side. Come on. And City get another corner here, I think. That was certainly in De Bruyne range. It's just that there was a deflection of a Southampton player. No, it was of a City player. There was a deflection for sure. Look at that. That's why I said in the 85th minute that this might be one of our last attacks because Foster is wasting nearly 1 minute. The referee should give 10 minutes of additional time at the end, counting all of the minutes wasted by Fraser Foster. That is when Foster will learn his bloody lesson. What an absolute idiot. At least to burst the bubble of that Fraser Foster, I want City to score a goal. What a prat. Southampton have the ball now. I just need to press as much as possible. I know it's the dying minutes, but need to press. We need to press. We can't allow Southampton. We can't consider set piece at all. This stage, Salisu has been fantastic. That is wonderful from Walker. Fantastic reach. Oh, City on the break here. City on the break here. City on the break. It's Kevin De Bruyne. It's Kevin De Bruyne and Kevin De Bruyne. They won the ball cleanly of De Bruyne. Yes. Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker's. It's 6 minutes of added time. Wow. 6 minutes of added time. Phil Foden. If he can somehow get a goal here, this will so much burst the morale for Liverpool, especially. It's a foul, and Southampton get on with it. I wouldn't be too disappointed by a point, but then maybe you would say it leaves the door a bit more open. Now, what Liverpool are effectively 6 points of us. That's a foul. City get a free kick here, and that's a yellow card for the Southampton player. Kevin De Bruyne with the free kick. He might not get better chances than this in this game. And that's a free kick for Southampton. The ball did cause havoc in the box. They're checking something. I don't know what they're checking. It's not much. No one really appealed for anything over there. So this will wake City up. That first half will absolutely wake City up. It has shown how some people are in this team. Like we were talking at the beginning of this match, also, if it was a Champions League final, Pep would play the same team, excepting two players, Sterling and Grealish. It's Oh, Southampton are on the attack now. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? The attack's not over yet. It's a throw for Southampton. I now feel that just need to protect this lead. I'm sorry, protect this 1 point. We'll get out of this match. They'll take all that time. It's 3 more minutes still to go. Just need to keep the ball in our half. Sorry, in Southampton's half, not in our half. Do not give it to James Ward-Prowse. Bernardo Silva rescues it and City come out with the ball. It's Ederson. Badnarek is down now. He's rolling on the floor. I think half of what Southampton practiced this week would have been how to waste time. And the time wasting coach would have been Fraser Foster. There's nothing in that. What absolute idiots. City with one last chance. Phil Foden, Joao Cancelo. Back to Laporte. Just switch it to Gabriel, his side of Gabriel Jesus. I think that is where the what an absolute trap of a switch. I think that should be that in the game. Pep's not happy. Why should he be happy? Last 30 seconds and Kevin De Bruyne there. The corner. I for a moment thought the ball went in actually, but Kevin De Bruyne with the with the corner over there. This is pretty much the last kick of the game. And the game's done. The game's done. I think on the balance of play, you should say that 1-1 was the result, but football doesn't work on the balance of play. Football works on the fact that whoever is clinical enough wins the game on the night. And it's due to that you can see those sticky notes over there. Who is responsible for us dropping 2 points today? It's none other than Raheem Sterling. Not surprised if Sterling doesn't see a game in at least the next 2-3 matches. I think it's Gabriel Jesus on the right, or maybe even Mahrez on the right, and maybe a Grealish or even Foden on the left and Grealish in the center. I think that is our best attacking line right now. But this again, brings forward that question that striker, I think, is the final piece of jigsaw. That's why City are so desperately going for Haaland, for Vlahovic, for Patrick Schick. So I think we need to get a striker. That is when this project will be complete. So this game showed us why we need a striker, and the Premier League race for all of those opponents, all of our opponent fans who have told that the Premier League race is over, the Premier League race is back on again, because Liverpool are effectively what, 6 points, and if they win the game against us, 3 points ahead of us. Should be careful because January the 2019, I remember City defeated Liverpool, and then City lost to Newcastle, and Liverpool were 7 points ahead of City. January the 18th of 2019, Liverpool were 7 points ahead of City, with City having played Liverpool and beaten them. Yet a month later, City were 1 point ahead of Liverpool. So it's almost the same scenario now. So we need to be we need to be much more efficient in terms of winning matches. We can't afford to drop off. Title races can turn like this, they can flip like a top. So you need to be very, very careful. An example is us overtaking Liverpool in that 2019 season. An example is 2011-12 season under Mancini. United were Man City were what? We were 7 points ahead of United, and and by April we lost that entire lead. So title races can just flip. So you just need to be very careful. This is a wake up blow for us. Wake up blow for all of those underperforming stars in the team. When I say underperforming stars, you know who? It's Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. It's because of them too. It's because of mainly Raheem Sterling that we have not won this game. Basically, it just comes down to one goal, and it came down to that one goal against Lyon in the Champions League knockout matches. If Sterling didn't score that goal, and we were knocked out. So that goal could be a pivotal goal in the Premier League title race. Title races can be decided by goal differences. Title races can be decided by you've seen a single point. Liverpool, how it happened against Liverpool, against Man United on the last day. Title races can be decided in seconds, and that is how serious you should be. You can't take nothing for granted in this league. Not the Spanish league, not the Italian league, not a French pub league. The Premier League, the best, most competitive league in the world, and Premier League Premier League will never forgive you for not taking your chances and making mistakes. Slap it to you right on your face. Continue says, what do you think of the rumors about Man City signing Julian Alvarez? I think it's almost confirmed. Because all of the major outlets in Argentina were reporting about this. Is from River Plate, right? And Manchester Evening News and other reliable sources, even Athletic Sam Lee was reporting it. So two of the most reliable journalists when it comes to City. Even the Jonathan Smith of Goal was reporting it. So Julian Alvarez is almost a done deal. But the thing about Julian Alvarez is 21, and City want to loan him. He's not a first team striker, because Sam Lee was reporting exclusively. Sam Lee of the Athletic was telling that Julian Alvarez is almost a done deal, but that does not factor in City going in for a big name striker in the summer. Julian Alvarez is for the future. So the thing is, they'll buy him now and they'll loan him back to River Plate, to River Plate, and then maybe they might loan him to another club and then bring him to City a year later or so. So Erling Haaland, I think, has to be on the top of the list. Not just Haaland, Patrick Schick. There's a very good article in the blog that I've written today about Patrick Schick. The 25-year-old striker. He's a ruthless finisher. Just like, and he has scored more goals than Erling Haaland. So I think City will need to have a look on him. So it's a big, I would not just slap in the face. It's a big message to us today that you're not yet there. Just wake up from your slumber with the fact that you have won 1.5 months, but it is nothing if you lose, if you drop points in the next 3 matches. Liverpool are bang level with you. So It's a big message for us today. I just hope that we learn from it, and we get on well. No one gets complacent. That is one advantage that Pep Guardiola has in this team when compared to a Bayern Munich, which is finished off leagues early. So just don't take too much of this. Just enjoy your weekend. This is not a Crystal Palace like result to spoil our weekend. So let us enjoy our weekend. We are truly in front. Knocking 8 points of this 5 of the City team is not so easy. So just, and Liverpool have to be near perfect till the end of the season. Liverpool have to beat us. We need to drop points, and Liverpool have to be near perfect. That can happen. We have done it to Liverpool, but not so easy. So don't take this result too much. But it's obviously a wake up call. Wake up call to Raheem Sterling. Wake up call to all of our attackers. Okay, we've been unlucky with De Bruyne striking the post, with Gabriel Jesus striking the post, but champions don't talk about luck. Champions don't talk about destiny dictating where they have to go. They carve out their own destiny, and that is what we are. We have always carved out. We have always carved out our own path. Being it winning our first title after so many years after the takeover in that fashion of how Sergio Aguero did it, being it how Vincent Kompany, hit that goal against Leicester in that 2019-20 campaign. So we have always carved out our own destiny. So let us not talk about luck and lack of clinical finishing and all. Let us not talk about excuses. Let us just come to the point out who has not been good enough. Sterling on the bench. That's it. No, because Mahrez is returning back. Sterling will find it very difficult to come back into the team. Anyway, see you all and take care. Enjoy the weekend. Bye for now.